Welcome to the Slammys, and we are live in New York City, and we have 5 Slammy awards to give away, voted by you, the WWE Universe. But before we do that, hanging high above the ring is the Intercontinental Championship, which is going to kick things off here at the Slammy Awards, and the challenger makes his way to the ring. The Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, because it's a rematch from WWE Backlash. Baron Corbin versus the Architect, Seth Rollins. And if you cast your mind back to Backlash, you'll recall Baron Corbin striking Seth Rollins with his own Intercontinental Championship. That match ended in a disqualification, and well, that outcome won't happen tonight. I can assure you of that, because the Intercontinental Championship is suspended high above the ring. And if Baron Corbin is to become champion here at the Slammys, he will have to climb the ladder to take down that championship, because this matchup is a ladder match, and Baron Corbin is in a foul mood. After this past week on Raw, Seth Rollins getting some revenge on Corbin after his match against Apollo Crews, delivering a curb stomp to the Lone Wolf. Seth Rollins gaining the upper hand this past Monday. Will he be able to do the same here tonight? And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, the Architect, Seth Rollins. A thunderous reception from the fans here in New York, and these two have been nominated for a Slammy Award. The oh my god moment of the year, where Baron Corbin at Unforgiven back in the days of SmackDown Live reversed the curb stomp into an end of days. Now if that happens tonight, Seth Rollins could kiss the Intercontinental Championship goodbye. But I'm sure Seth Rollins will be keen to avoid it, and adding the dynamic of the ladder match, I'd have to say that this is in favour of the champion. But we are moments away from finding out who will win our first match here this evening at the Slammy Awards. And you can use the hashtag Slammys to get involved in all the action here tonight. A sold out crowd in Madison Square Garden. And we are almost set to go. That's what it's all about. The Intercontinental Championship. Baron Corbin, the challenger. Rollins, the champion. And here we go. And Corbin quickly out the corner and on the attack early. And I didn't expect much less. He's been steaming all week since that curb stomp. And Corbin launches the champion across the ring. And you see on the outside the 2 ladders. One of these superstars is going to have to bring that ladder into the ring, set it up, climb the ladder, and take down the gold. Corbin forcing the knee into the back of the neck of Seth Rollins. And when I spoke to Baron Corbin about his actions at WWE Backlash, because it felt like he wasn't interested in the championship at the time, getting himself disqualified, Baron Corbin said this: "Corbin does what he wants, when he wants, to who he wants." Simple as that. And Corbin is doing what he wants right now, inflicting pain and damage to the champion Seth Rollins. As Corbin drags Rollins and picks him up. Dangerous position with that ladder behind Rollins, but oh! Corbin brings Rollins back into the ring. And he's all been the challenger thus far, and now Baron Corbin feels the time is right to make the move to retrieve the ladder, and oh dear God! Adding new meaning to the term crash and burn, Seth Rollins is on fire. Rollins flying through the middle rope, taking out Baron Corbin and crashing into the ladder. A dangerous environment right now. And I'm going to start things early. That was an Owen Wilson moment. Wow. Unbelievable stuff, and Rollins brings the ladder back into the ring, and Corbin just gathering his bearings, coming back in now. But the ladder is now set up and ready for somebody to climb. Corbin put the brakes on Rollins. You see the mark on Corbin's face, where the ladder pinged off his face after Seth Rollins crashed into it. And oh, Corbin tried to get down the championship, but Seth Rollins brings Corbin back down. Oh, and Baron Corbin again face first into the ladder. And an inverted DDT by Rollins, and that puts Corbin down, and Seth quickly using that speed to try and take down the championship. He's got his hands on it. Oh, but Baron Corbin pushes the ladder away, and now Seth Rollins. Oh! A power bomb as Rollins hung from the championship. Wow. Again. And we're only in our first matchup here at the Slammy Awards. And Rollins with a drop kick. And Baron Corbin's back bounces off the ladder. Rollins with a chop, followed by another. A stiff knee by the champion. And I thought for a moment that Rollins was going to go for that inverted DDT again, but he chose otherwise. Switched up the offense, and now Corbin, European uppercut and a clothesline takedown, grounds the champion. Now Baron Corbin looking to bring the ladder into play, and oh my, Corbin takes up Rollins, but Rollins fights his way free, and an enziguri. What was running through the mind of Baron Corbin there? Had Rollins up, but Rollins broke free, and now Rollins climbs to the top rope. Corbin slow to get to his feet. Up to a knee is the challenger. Rollins wants him up. Here comes Seth, driving both knees into Baron Corbin, flattened the lone wolf. And now Rollins wants to use the ladder, but oh, Corbin smashed the head of Seth Rollins into the ladder, followed it up as well. And now takes up and down, turning Rollins inside out. And a shot right to the face for good measure. But Rollins will not lie down for Corbin. These two and this rivalry getting more and more bitter, and Baron Corbin again turns Seth Rollins inside out. A devastating clothesline, and that could do it. Rollins sent to the outside, Rollins back on his feet, but gets clattered with the ladder, and that gives Corbin time to go and get the other ladder. And Corbin couldn't have a better opportunity than this. Rollins on the outside, still down. Corbin climbing the ladder, run by run, and he's got his hands on it. Corbin undoing the strap, but Rollins is back, and goodness me. Baron Corbin fell very awkwardly from the top of the ladder. Corbin having to catch his breath. And now these two wrestle over the ladder. And Corbin jabs Rollins with the steel of the ladder. How is Corbin back up? Did you see his fall? These two toughing it out in our first matchup at the Slammy Awards. And whoever wins will take the prize of the Intercontinental Championship. As Corbin brings Rollins to the corner, and both will feel the punishment of this match in the morning. I'm telling you that now. But it will be all worth it if Rollins is to retain, or if it's Corbin to become the new Intercontinental Champion. And Seth Rollins does not want to hear that. And a frog splash from Seth Rollins, and a beauty. Short jab. Shots by Rollins now. Corbin sent off the ropes and takes down Baron Corbin with a drop kick. And now Corbin writhing in pain. Maybe that fall did more damage than he led on to, and Rollins heads up the ladder, not quite in the position to take down the championship. What's Seth Rollins? That's it. Rollins. Oh no. Corbin heads to the top. We're about to crown a new Intercontinental Champion. Baron Corbin. Rollins is back. Seth Rollins is back. 2 punches to the midsection. And Corbin, his hands are off the championship. Yes, it is. The crowd in New York chanting, "This is awesome." And now Rollins heads to the top rope, and it's Seth Rollins trying to take down the championship, and Corbin has to find something, and Corbin punches Rollins, but Seth Rollins hanging on. But now Corbin does bring down Seth Rollins, and another power bomb all the way from the top of the ladder. Second time tonight for Seth Rollins. And Corbin, ladder in hand, just waiting for Seth Rollins. The wolf ready to bite Oh, and he went for the shot, but he missed it. Took too long, did Baron Corbin, and Seth Rollins makes him pay. Corbin waited and waited, and then missed the opportunity. And Rollins has gained from it. Shot by Rollins, second shot, and Rollins now lining up the buckle bomb. Up goes Corbin, dumped into the corner. Here we go, curb stomp. Corbin caught with a curb stomp for the second time in the space of a week. And that could be all. Seth Rollins heads to the top. Corbin trying to get to his feet, but Rollins has his hands on the gold. Can he take down his Intercontinental Championship? Corbin now back up, and these two now fight it out on top of the ladder, and it's Corbin who falls short. Rollins has got his hands on it. He's got it. Seth Rollins retains the Intercontinental Championship. What a match! And Rollins crashed and burned on numerous occasions in this matchup. You see it right here. Look at the fall from Seth Rollins, but it came down to this. The two slugging it out for the championship, and it was Rollins who came out on top. Seth Rollins climbs the ladder to success to retain the Intercontinental Championship. And before we went live on the air this evening, we had a battle royal to determine the new United States champion. And for two superstars who didn't want to work together previously, the glorious Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal did a pretty good job at taking out the competition. Are we starting to see the start of the glorious Maharaja? Well, the new alliance eliminated as many superstars as they could until R-Truth dumped out Jinder Mahal. And Bobby Roode tried his best, but he would suffer the same fate. And all the while, Kevin Owens looked on. So we were down to the final two. The former Intercontinental Champion R-Truth and the man who challenged for the United States Championship recently, Kevin Owens. And R-Truth tried to hang in there, but Owens delivered the knockout blow. A valiant effort by R-Truth, but it's now official. Kevin Owens is your United States Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our first Slammy award of the evening, and it's a big one. Pay-per-view of the year. And you had the opportunity to vote for which pay-per-view you wanted to receive the Slammy. From Judgment Day, Payback, Unforgiven, Extreme Rules, Money in the Bank, Battleground, SummerSlam, No Mercy, Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, and Backlash. We've had some great pay-per-views, but the Slammy, as voted by you, goes to WWE No Mercy. Thank you to everybody that voted, and WWE No Mercy is our pay-per-view of the year as chosen by you. A pay-per-view which had a main event of Rock versus Reigns is the people's choice. But right here, right now, we have more action. And we have Women's Championship action as Nia Jax looks to take back the Women's Championship, which she lost at WWE Backlash. Can Nia Jax reclaim the gold? Or will Charlotte Flair be able to make Nia Jax tap out once again? Great reception for Charlotte. And Charlotte Flair sporting the gold robe, much like her father used to, the Nature Boy. And all importantly, Charlotte Flair has WWE Women's Championship gold around her waist. A humbling experience for Nia Jax at Backlash, being forced to tap out after such a dominant reign over the women's division. And 2 weeks later, after losing the Women's Championship, things went from bad to worse for Nia Jax. She came out and interrupted the iconic duo, stating they talk too much. And as Nia Jax tried to shut their mouths, she was attacked by Nikki Cross. Now, I have no further detail of any alliance between the iconic duo and Nikki Cross. Very bizarre, but Nia Jax tonight gets an opportunity with her rematch to set the record straight. So here we go. Women's Championship action. And Charlotte won. Oh. Charlotte Flair trying to capitalize on a bad couple of weeks for Nia Jax. But Jax kicked out. And Nia Jax now using that power which she used to great effect to dominate the women's division. And here comes Jax, and oh. Nia Jax is in no mood for the heckling from the crowd in New York. All about business for Jax, but Charlotte won't be wanting to give up her championship just yet. Sweeps a leg away from Nia Jax. And now Charlotte going to work on those tree trunk legs of Nia Jax. And that's no offense. Nia Jax is a powerful woman. And if Charlotte can nullify the movement of Nia Jax, it's going to be very difficult for Jax to pick up Charlotte for that Samoan drop. A 1 count. Jax, oh. Goodness me. Sidewalk slam by the challenger. And drives the elbow right into the heart of the champion. An aggressive start by Jax. And now drags Charlotte and dumps Charlotte on the outside of the ring. What does Nia Jax have in mind? Oh, face first into the concrete floor, and this isn't no disqualification. Jax at the moment bending the rules. Oh goodness, onto the hardest part of the ring apron, and Charlotte slumps to the floor. And now Jax brings Charlotte back into the ring. The damage has been done to the champion, and oh, wait a minute. Oh God. Well, the referee Oh, this one's been thrown out. And the iconic duo of Peyton Royce and Billy Kay strike again, and what? Nikki Cross! Nikki Cross in the ring! Nikki Cross with the women's champion. Oh! And she calls that move the Purge. What is this alliance between the iconic duo and Nikki Cross? And now Nikki Cross leaves. The damage has been done. It is time for our second and third Slammy Award of the evening. And first, we have the Rivalry of the Year. The nominees were Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor, Cassius Ohno versus John Cena, The New World Order versus WWE, Brock Lesnar versus The Rock, Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt. And the winner of Rivalry of the Year goes to John Cena versus Cassius Ohno. The Superstar of the Year. Many contenders, but there can be only one. The nominees were Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cassius Ohno, and Nia Jax. And the winner of Superstar of the Year goes to the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first of two World Championship matches. McIntyre, Styles, it's next. Welcome back to the Slammys. And we are ready to go. World Heavyweight Championship on the line as the challenger, the phenomenal AJ Styles, makes his way to the ring. No club behind him this evening, and hopefully no outsiders either, because this past Monday it was a huge 6-man tag team main event, the Club versus the NWO, and as chaos unfolded, it was the world champion who capitalized. Drew McIntyre with a Claymore kick to Carl Anderson to score the pinfall victory. And as Monday Night Raw descended to the black and the white, Styles with a Pele kick to Scott Hall closed Raw with a stare down, eyeball to eyeball with the champion. It's becoming a familiar sight in the WWE, the black and the white of the New World Order, and the leader, Drew McIntyre, the world champion. He calls that championship belt the NWO World Heavyweight Championship. And with that championship over his shoulder, he holds a bargaining chip with General Manager Shane McMahon. And it's undeniable, Shane McMahon cost AJ Styles the World Championship at Backlash. He let his emotions and his hatred for McIntyre get the better of him, and he misread the situation and took matters into his own hands. Shane McMahon won't be officiating tonight, and we'd like to think this one will be called right down the middle, as McIntyre hands over the World Championship to our official, and AJ Styles takes a good look. He came very close to capturing the gold just under a month ago. And the referee signals for the bell, and these two tie up for the first time, and it's McIntyre who gets the upper hand early. Trying to work the arm of the challenger, forces him down to a knee, and an elbow trying to put the pressure on Styles. Styles back up and then now takes the arm of the champion. Pretty even exchange, and now McIntyre using his power to force back Styles, who has the quickness advantage, and a cheap shot by McIntyre. Referee letting him know that he won't stand for that, and those sort of tactics were what got under the skin of Shane McMahon at Backlash. The Styles leapfrogs over the top drop kick, and a beauty. And Styles salutes the fans here in New York, who are firmly behind the phenomenal one. Now Styles brings the champion to the corner. Chop to the chest, a second and a third, and McIntyre hits the mat. Styles brings him back up, snaps over the neck, and a stiff kick to the back as well. Pin. What? Not even a 1 count. And this past Monday in that 6-man tag team match, McIntyre was pretty smart. Avoided getting involved in the match early. Styles was happy to start. Could that be a telling moment for this match? The stamina, if it comes into play. McIntyre taking less damage this past Monday. It could be the case. Neither man showing any signs of fatigue at the moment as McIntyre brings the action to the outside. And McIntyre getting up close and personal with our New York crowd, and dumps Styles back first, crashing off the barricade. Referee up to the count of 5, and McIntyre brings back in Styles. Clubbing shot, boot to the head. I think the ref's up to 8 now. Doesn't matter. McIntyre back in the ring, forcing Styles over. And a 1 count for the champion. Oh, and Styles escapes. Rolls through. 1, 2. And nearly caught the champion out. And that's something McIntyre has to be aware of. Styles with a shot, followed by another. Once again, Styles takes McIntyre to another corner of the ring. Chops again to the chest. Oh, blocked by the champion. McIntyre forcing Styles into the corner. Heavy hitting. Oh, and just like that. right across the chest, and that will leave a mark for sure on AJ Styles. And I just hope that this match can stay one-on-one, because wherever Drew McIntyre goes, the outsiders of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash are usually not far behind. But so far so good. And you notice McIntyre just trying to get some breathing space back into that arm. Maybe the early exchange did some damage to the upper shoulder of McIntyre. We'll see how that plays out. But now the chin lock, trying to ground AJ, trying to keep him down and stop the speed and the quickness. It's a smart move by the champion. And Styles up to a knee. Now back up to an aerial base, and now breaks free of McIntyre. Went for the forearm, blocked. McIntyre well aware of that and up, but not aware of that. Styles flipped out of it and takes up and pancakes McIntyre. AJ again. I said this was a heavy hitting style of match, and it's not showing any signs of letting up. Styles hits the ropes. Forearm, basement forearm by the Phenomenal One. Picks up the champion. Another forearm shot. McIntyre sent into the corner, and AJ this time he connects. AJ just getting some momentum now, takes up and drives the knee into the back of the head of McIntyre. Pin, 1, 2. And McIntyre's shoulder just got up, and Styles has got to ensure he doesn't get frustrated. Styles looking for the Styles Clash. Oh, and McIntyre powered out of it. Quite possibly AJ going for that too early. McIntyre still having his bearings about him. That is the struggle for AJ Styles, not to get too emotional tonight. We know of the setback at Backlash. We know how Shane McMahon did not do his job on the night, subsequently costing Styles. But Styles has to be patient, find the right moment, because now it's given the champion an opportunity to gain control. And McIntyre, is he looking for that Claymore kick? Oh, he went for it and he missed it. And Styles, oh, 1, 2, oh, real smart from AJ Styles, and it nearly gave him the victory. Headbutt by McIntyre, and McIntyre trying to step it up here, but AJ willing to exchange and rolls through, and the calf crusher applied to the champion, and the champion now being asked the question. McIntyre's got to find the ropes. Can he do it? Can he get his foot or his arm to the ropes? Styles cranking up the pressure. Referee asks again, and McIntyre, look at McIntyre, the pain on his face, but an elbow to the back of the head breaks the hold. A dangerous few minutes for the champion. Nearly rolled up after missing the Claymore kick. Then the calf crusher, and Styles, oh! That was a great counter. 1, 2. And McIntyre knocking the wind out of Styles. Kicks down AJ, having troubles keeping Styles grounded. And Styles has to remain vigilant. McIntyre has a huge arsenal. The Claymore kick, which we saw this Monday, and the Future Shock DDT. And it looked like for a minute McIntyre was going for a cannonball and Styles Hurricane Rana his way out of it. And now AJ poised. Enziguri to the back of the neck. And Styles maneuvering McIntyre around the ring. Dragging McIntyre. Not easy to do for a man of McIntyre's size. And working the leg. Trying to pick up where he left off with the calf crusher, but McIntyre knows. McIntyre could feel the pressure, and now McIntyre fights back, but Styles stands his ground again. Knife edge chop, one from McIntyre, and these two again battle it out in the middle of the ring. Back and forth they go. Good God Almighty, their chests are going to be crimson red. And you can see it. Look at McIntyre's chest. Oh! The war wounds beginning to appear. And this is becoming a war. Styles. McIntyre clearly used the hair there. The referee letting it go. And McIntyre with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Snaps Styles back. Did the world's champion. And now McIntyre with a dragon sleeper. And Styles has got to find a way out. Good ring positioning by Drew McIntyre here. Perfect in fact. And Styles, a knee to the face and a second, and that one broke the dragon sleeper. And Styles again. Styles. 1, 2. And Styles again trying to catch McIntyre off guard. Pele kick. And he caught all of it. And AJ Styles knows it. And Styles lining it up. The phenomenal forearm. Oh! McIntyre got out the way. Sends Styles to the corner. Here comes McIntyre. Oh! What just happened there? The referee. Phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Oh, God. The referee was laid out, and again, another bad luck story for Styles. For God's sake. McIntyre with the steel chair, and oh no, not again. 1, 2. Oh! Thank God. Styles was nearly screwed again. But now McIntyre waits. Oh, he was looking for that Future Shock DDT. But AJ Styles caught the boot, and Styles is still in this match. And Styles with a shot to McIntyre. And McIntyre dropped back first across the ring apron. How is AJ Styles standing after having his brain scrambled with that steel chair shot? Unknowing to our official, he didn't see it. And the referee up to the count of 4. And it was so close to once again becoming a bad luck story for Styles. Just like at Backlash, Referee up to the count of 7. Styles makes it back into the ring. And somehow Styles fights on. Forearm shot. And a second one. And McIntyre folds against the ropes. Styles, oh, McIntyre put the brakes on. Big shot from Drew. And it's getting to that point. Spine buster. 1, 2. And Styles again with the shoulder up. And it's gut check time here in the World Heavyweight Championship match. And Drew McIntyre looks down at AJ, thinking, what have I got to do to put this guy away? I've hit him with the kitchen sink. I've hit him with a steel chair. But still, he fights on. And McIntyre stomps on the back of Styles. And now McIntyre trying to split Styles open from eye to eye. And this is the aggressive side of the World Heavyweight Champion. European uppercut from AJ. Boot to the midsection. Clothesline. And AJ Styles is lining up McIntyre. McIntyre turns around. Here we go. Styles clash. 1, 2. Go! God almighty. This New York crowd can't believe it. I can't believe it. And AJ Styles certainly cannot believe it. McIntyre kicked out of the Styles clash. You cannot question the toughness of McIntyre. But you can question his morals. With the way he wants to cheat to win. But McIntyre now is having to tough it out here at the Slammys. We had an award for Match of the Year. This one might be pushing it for the next Slammys. As Styles has McIntyre where he wants him. Styles poised. McIntyre slow. And AJ getting the New York crowd behind him. And McIntyre, oh McIntyre, crawling away. Cowardly, but Styles, oh! Styles still went for it. And now, Claymore kick. Oh dear God. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre retains the World Championship. Well, AJ Styles hit the forearm, but the referee was out. And AJ Styles then delivered the Styles clash. And at this point, I believed, much like many, we were about to crown a new World Heavyweight Champion. But McIntyre kicked out. And then this, the Claymore kick. After Styles missed the second forearm for the victory. And for Drew McIntyre, it now sets up a date with the Monster Among Men at the Royal Rumble. Braun Strowman will face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble for the World, good God, Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our fourth and then final Slammy award. And this one is the Oh My God moment of the year. The nominees were Drew McIntyre being revealed as the fourth man. Drew McIntyre turns on Shane McMahon. The Kings of Wrestling reform. Triple H revealed as HBK's attacker. Jeff Hardy with a ladder swanton bomb to Brock Lesnar. And the curb stomp reversal into the end of days by Baron Corbin. And the Slammy for Oh My God moment of the year goes to Drew McIntyre turns on Shane McMahon. And our final Slammy award, the match of the year. The nominees were Brock Lesnar versus Jeff Hardy at Survivor Series. John Cena versus Cassius Ohno at Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns versus The Rock at No Mercy. Team WWE versus Team NWO at Survivor Series. The Fatal 4-Way elimination at Hell in a Cell. And AJ Styles versus John Cena at Unforgiven. And the Slammy award for match of the year goes to Cassius Ohno versus John Cena at Hell in a Cell. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. Brock Lesnar returns to the ring to defend his WWE Championship against the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Thank you to everybody who voted on this year's Slammy Awards. Your votes made this happen. But right now, it is time for your main event. And the challenger, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy, makes his way to the ring. And Jeff Hardy is accompanied by brother Matt. A very significant moment because it was in the build to Hardy's first encounter with Brock Lesnar, where Matt was attacked, victimized and conquered by the Beast. Left bloodied and battered in the middle of the ring. But tonight, Matt is back and showing support for brother Jeff in his WWE Championship challenge. And the Beast is back. The last time we saw Brock Lesnar compete in the WWE was indeed at Survivor Series. A double F5, ensuring he would retain the WWE Championship. But that does not tell the entire story. Jeff Hardy put his body on the line. A swanton bomb from the top of the ladder and the outside of the ring through a table appeared to have the Beast distraught. And when Hardy brought Lesnar back into the ring, it seemed a foregone conclusion that we would crown a new WWE champion. However, Samoa Joe decided to cash in his money in the bank, making the match a triple threat match. And somehow, some way, Brock Lesnar retained the championship. That's what it's all about. And tonight I can guarantee there will be no cash-in. No interference will happen. But one thing which is for sure is whoever wins this will meet Samoa Joe at the Royal Rumble. Hardy versus Lesnar 2 here at the Slammys. And this match is underway, and Jeff Hardy quickly out the blocks. And brother Matt showing support, and good to see Matt Hardy healthy once again and might keep the Walrus at bay. As the Beast looks to open the doors of Suplex City, but Jeff Hardy stops it. Knee to the face. And Hardy boot to the midsection. And a jaw jacker to the WWE Champion. No longer undisputed. With Drew McIntyre holding the World Heavyweight Championship, something which Paul Heyman and his client Brock Lesnar dispute. Hardy with a moonsault, and get him off there, ref. We do not want his interference tonight. And Paul Heyman has already proven why he is the Walrus. And the doors of Suplex City are open, and that is the second German suplex of the evening. Use the comments below to let me know how many German suplexes are hit by the Beast tonight. Matt Hardy took a good look at Heyman, and I think if Hardy had not been here, then Heyman would have been up on the apron a lot longer. As Jeff again jacks the jaw of Brock Lesnar. But the Beast forces away Jeff, and Brock Lesnar will know not to take Hardy lightly. If he did that at Survivor Series, he's learnt his lesson. Kick to the head by Jeff. Jeff will put it all on the line to win the WWE Championship. We saw it firsthand. Pin. Not even a 1 count. The Beast kicks out before the ref's hand can even hit the mat. And Lesnar, go behind, German suplex 3. Matt exchanging words with Lesnar. For a moment, Lesnar's attention went elsewhere, but now back to business. Belly to belly suplex. Oh no. And now, look, Jeff trying to cover up, had the hands up in defense originally. And Matt Hardy knows firsthand how it feels to be in that position. Split wide open by the Beast. Pin. 1, 2. And it's very early in the match. But Hardy already being worn down by the power of Brock Lesnar, the prize fighter of the WWE. And I'm sure somewhere the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, Samoa Joe, will be watching. Bear hug by Lesnar, trying to squeeze the life out of Hardy, and look how he manhandles the charismatic enigma. Referee asking the question. Hardy, elbow to the back of the neck, a second elbow, and claps back and breaks the hold of the Beast, but the Beast catches and conquers again. Well, Hardy has tried to gain offense, but Lesnar thus far has nullified that offense. And let's not forget, at Survivor Series, Jeff was able to take things to the extreme, and for God's sake, our official needs to get some control, because that's twice now that Paul Heyman has poked his nose in this WWE Championship match, and Jeff Hardy has gone to Suplex City once again, and oh no, Hardy taken up, but Jeff, reverse DDT, great escape by Jeff Hardy. I'm not happy. Paul Heyman need to get some control. Whisper in the wind by Jeff. Pin. 1, 2. And Jeff Hardy, catching the Beast off guard, sends him off the ropes. Forearm shot. And Hardy will try to build on that momentum. And he's calling up Brock Lesnar. He wants the fans to get behind him. And Hardy heads up to the top rope. But Brock Lesnar tries to cut him off. Hardy with a shot. And an elbow right between the eyes of Brock Lesnar. And now Hardy perched on the second rope. And a splash. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Lesnar powers out at 2 again. But Hardy has to keep this up. Has to build on the offense he's had. Well, that will leave a mark for sure. And Matt likes what he sees. And Jeff looking for that submission maneuver. Well, we've seen this before. Jeff used this against Samoa Joe. And Hardy and Heyman. Well, Heyman looks distraught, very worried about his client. And Brock Lesnar. We're used to seeing Lesnar with the Kimura lock. But Hardy, Brock broke free. And Lesnar, driving the knee into the chest, could crack a rib. And Lesnar, a bit of a wake-up call for the WWE Champion. Being reminded just how great a competitor Jeff Hardy is. And a German suplex, I have lost count. And Lesnar cranking up the pressure. Wants to wrap this up. He's done his job. And Lesnar now wants to finish things off. Sends Jeff Hardy off the ropes, ducks underneath and snaps the neck of Hardy. That was a nasty German suplex, had real menace behind it, and Lesnar turns his attention to Matt. Oh no. Well, Matt very wise to step back from the Beast, but Brock Lesnar, come on. Well, Brock Lesnar just got exactly what he deserved. The Beast tried to pick apart brother Matt, took his eye off Jeff, and you can never take your eye off the charismatic enigma. And Lesnar up to his feet. Twist of fate. Once again, Hardy may just have Lesnar's number. Swanton bomb. 1, 2. Oh! And Heyman breathes a sigh of relief. But Hardy heads up again. Jeff Hardy. One more. Oh! Lesnar got out the way. And oh no. Another 3 German suplexes, and now Lesnar takes up Hardy for an F5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, major controversy there. Did you see Matt? Well, Matt tried to pull the referee out, but it was too late. Jeff Hardy with the Swanton Bomb on the verge once again, but the Beast kicked out. And then Hardy went for it again, but this time did not connect. And the Beast, well, an F5 face first into the mat for the 1, 2, 3. And you saw it again. Oh my God. Look who's here. Coquina Clutch. The Coquina Clutch on the WWE Champion. The #1 contender for the WWE Championship has just choked the life out of the WWE Champion. Has the Beast met his match with the Destroyer, Samoa Joe?